Tune in Monday, Wednesday, or Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time or 5 p.m. UTC Time to watch the Sandstorm stream live here on YouTube or over on Twitch.
Welcome, everybody. We have Chef Dizzy from Junkyard Dogs.
Heyo, how's it going?
Let's hear just the story behind how you guys got started, how Junkyard Dogs came to be.
Long ago, in the great before time, in like February, March, I saw Top Shots. I'm looking at NFTs, like, what is this? I need to know more about this. This is clearly the next boom. You know, they've been around actually for a while. I realized, right, like being in the space, Bored Apes came out. I turned my nose at it. It's one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. But I looked at this. I'm like, what is this? You know, my friend said, hey, you should buy these. Didn't really get it. And then the next animal avatar profile picture came out. I said, oh, this is just a derivative. Also, it wasn't into that. But they kept coming out. They kept being successful. And I started to understand and realize that, you know, this is kind of a phenomenon going on. It's not just about the art. It's about the club. It's about the community and all the utility that you can put behind the token. And it was our founder, Junkyard Sloth, aka International Sloth. He was the one who really came forward with the galvanizing ideas of like, all right, guys, like this is the animal. He's the one who started drawing up sketches. Originally, it was goats, and they were kind of cool, but it didn't really catch a bunch of traction. And he's going back to the drawing board, and he comes to the table with the ugliest Frenchie drawing I've ever seen in my life. Okay. But the outline of like the JYD, you'll see the JYD Frenchie with like the ears and the head shape and everything. It was all there. So we kind of jumped off as a team, and we started off, you know, fairly large, hitting the ground running. I think, yeah, one of the differences with the JYD team to a lot of other small projects is even though we are, you know, kind of ad hoc friends who have met over the internet, we did start with kind of a larger team than a lot of projects do. There's 8,008 dogs. Why did we settle on 8,008? Oh, geez, we could talk for this for a really long time, or we could make it short and sweet. You know what I mean? I guess the fact of the matter is 8,008 looks like a bone, and it also spells boob. And we thought that was cool and it was unique. You know, we didn't want to do another 10,000. We didn't want it to be too small, too large. So we thought 8,008 was a cool number to settle on. And that's basically the short of it. If you're not familiar, all of the Junkyard Dogs are fully animated. They have arms. Most of the other profile picture projects don't have arms, and it's because arms are really hard to do, let alone animated.
That's awesome. And I love that you chose 8,008 because it looks like a bone. That's incredible. That's awesome. That's kind of a good segue into what are the Junkyard Bones?
Junkyard Bones, there's a lot of speculation about it. Anybody with a white bone is somebody who bought one of the original first 888 dogs. The white bone was supposed to give you access to the game, which is on our website right now. It's live. It is a really cool, we call it Cat Invaders. A very good friend of mine, IRL, he made the whole thing himself based off of a very well-known game, but all the assets and everything that was all made in-house. And you can connect your Junkyard Dog, your wallet, and use your JYD avatar as the pilot of the ship that is like fighting the Cat Invaders. Bones also get 1 scrap per week, which is the same scrap benefit as a dog. So having a bone gives you the same scrap benefit as having a dog, which is actually pretty powerful, but I wouldn't say that makes them worth more than a dog, if you know what I'm saying. And then there's also the golden bones. The golden bones were given out to people early on as contest winners, as giveaways, as prizes. Occasionally, 1 or 2 may have been given to an advisor to the project or somebody who we felt was very influential in helping us get our name out. But there was only ever 30 bones created, and I would say that probably half of those still remain with the team. And a golden bone, if you didn't use it to redeem for a dog, has the ability to give you 3 scrap per week.
Yeah, and that's a great segue into what is scrap.
Yeah,
and how does it work?
Okay, yeah, that's a really great question, man. Shame on me for talking about something without explaining it, right?
Hey, that's a good segue.
I would say that the scrap is the keystone of the Junkyard Dog system. You know, I am really passionate about innovating in this space, and there's a lot of sameness in ideas, and you know, it's cool. We copy what works, and you know, we discard what doesn't. But basically, scrap is the Junkyard Dog holders reward system. Okay, imagine the Junkyard Dogs live in this vast junkyard. Even here, you know, we're here in the sandbox. Someday we're going to be in the junkyard. Okay, and scrap is the token of creation. Scrap is an NFT that gets airdropped to every Junkyard Dog holder once a week on Scrapper Day, aka Saturday. We drop it on the Matic network so that the gas fees are really low for the team.
Cool.
These Matic NFTs, aka Scrap, can then be combined together to make higher levels of Scrap. They can be used to purchase blueprints for the K9000. The K9000 is kind of the ultimate goal of the crafting experience that we're creating here. So yeah, you get the Scrap, you combine them in the furnace. If you go to our website, junkyarddogs.io, you can find the furnace in one of the tabs along with the merchant. And yeah, it's like we're building a crafting, like a building game. There's going to be so many other opportunities to craft limited run NFTs. It's going to be an ever revolving cast of things you can do with your Scrap, and all about choices. You know, are you saving for the K9000? Are you using all of your Scrap for the pumpkin passes? Are you going to hold for whatever comes out next? You know, that's up to every individual dog holder.
Let's talk about breeding. I think a lot of NFT projects have really done a great job of breeding, and I'm curious to hear how you guys are thinking about that. I know to create the avatars themselves that are going to be here in the sandbox, I think that breeding is going to be part of that, right?
Any two dogs will be able to breed to create a 3D voxel avatar of a Junkyard Dog. Currently working on, custom made dog avatars to run around in the sandbox. Combination of the two parent traits will result in a 3D voxel avatar. If you have two dogs, you'll be able to get one for free. Otherwise, there will be a certain amount for sale. It's well on its way as far as progress goes. Junkyard Dogs is the NFT that will keep on giving to you. We are the building NFT, the crafting NFT. Our community is really open and welcoming. It's a great place for a person who is just trying to get their feet wet with NFTs and looking for a deeper experience. It can be really overwhelming when you're entering the space. You don't even know where to start. And, JYD has just been an amazing landing pad for all kinds of people.
Could you share any additional details in terms of what you guys have planned for people like that have multiple dogs that are going to breed these things?
Basically, we are premium land partners with Sandbox. We have already paid for our premium plot of land. We are well on our way in figuring out where that is going to be. It is a 6x6 premium location, and we are not going to be in this next land sale with Snoop Dogg. We will be in one of the following ones, but we have already started working on the architecture and the avatars, like we said. I believe Avi is the name of our voxel architect, and he is a really well-renowned architect in this space. He's worked with a lot of projects, and I feel really good in his hands. We are trying to create the Junkyard in the sandbox, and there are some concept art. There's the banner, so all of the Junkyard Dog holders got airdropped the JYD banner, and that was a really amazing piece of concept art that kind of depicts the Junkyard. On our website you have some essential themes going on. You have the furnace, you have the airplane, you have these scrap canyons and stuff like that. And we're trying to create this really fun interactive hub where people can meet, just like here at Sandstorm. We'd like to have scavenger hunts and gamify the area as well. Although, in case you guys didn't know there at home, gamifying the sandbox, requires a full game developer to do that. And so, we're still working on that side of things, but the actual, design and layout of the Junkyard is well underway. I've actually seen some really cool progress shots earlier this week. Just so anybody knows, if you do purchase a Junkyard Dog, you might even be able to do this if you don't own the dog, but you can go to the properties or one of the tabs on OpenSea, and there will be in little blue text, it'll say static or GIF. And you can click on either one to get like a static version if the GIF thing is giving you a hard time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap up in terms of this Sandstorm. Thank you for coming on, Chef Dizzy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us, guys. We'll catch you later.